baby. Today is 12/12/25, December 12th, 2025, and it's 10:08 in the morning. So, before I even get started, I want to introduce myself. I go by Ali Malvis, and for this purpose of this channel is to explain to you guys how to invest $1 a day in the stock market and what are the results of investing pretty much $1 a day. Some days we don't invest, some days we double down, but basically is rather than taking a large sum of money and just buying a lot of shares at one time, what if we just took that money and we just bought every single day, right? So I got that out the way. Second thing I want to get out the way. So I did yesterday's video. At least I thought I did. I thought I hit the record button, but hey, you know what? Things happen, and I believe that that's a part of the game. That's a part of life. That's a part. It's gonna be a part of stocks. It's gonna be a part of like everything. Things are going to happen, but how are you going to react? What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to bounce back? Like, are you going to get up after getting punched in the mouth? Like, what are you going to do? So I realized, you know what? Hey, I couldn't get it done. You know, I did a whole spiel. I thought I was recording. I thought everything, but I'm like, hey, you know, things happen. So let me move forward. Let me at least plan for today and make sure that everything's working. Make sure I hit the right buttons to make sure that, hey, things don't happen like this again. So not that that may not mean anything to anybody, but for those that are wondering, I'm going to give you guys an update as far as what I did yesterday, just to keep you guys on track as far as what's going on. So yesterday, Coca-Cola took a little beating. Look at it. From yesterday, Coca-Cola's at $70. We went down to like 68. And I know like that may not look like a lot, but for Coca-Cola, that's a lot. And then yesterday we got Coca-Cola. December 11th. Remember today is December 12th. We got Coca-Cola for $69.16. We bought $1.94 worth. So even though I bought it a little too early, because I could have bought it even a little bit cheaper, we're climbing back up now. So shout out to making that play, I think, in my head, because one, it lowered my cost average. Two, I bought it cheaper than let's see like the history. Let's see the history. Look, I bought Coca-Cola since this challenge. That was the cheapest that I've gotten it. So I believe I executed my strategy very successfully, and I bought it more. Like instead of buying it, well, here I bought it $2, but here, this is why. Like when, let's say, one opportunity, two opportunity, three, four, five. When you start getting to these, like let's say you buy a stock, and every time you're buying, it just keeps dropping. For example, in this example. Like once you're to like that 10th opportunity, that's when I would want to buy like $2 worth, $3 worth. It kind of double down a little bit, just so that it really brings down your average. And this has to be for a good stock. This just can't be for any stock, right? Like I believe in Coca-Cola. So if this thing go down, I'm still gonna hold Coca-Cola. So we got Coca-Cola yesterday. 69.16, and we are at 69.72. So I'm not buying right now because it's green. So just the update on that. Yesterday, I believe we got into Microsoft as well. Let me recap here. No, it wasn't Microsoft. I believe it was like Netflix. Did I get Netflix yesterday? Yes, so Netflix, we got into Netflix yesterday at 94.76. That was another buy that I got. So we're up on Netflix now. And if you guys watch my previous video, you would see when I got into Netflix originally, I was down. So I'm already in it for $2. I'm up 3 cents, one and a half percent. So made a solid play, I believe, on Netflix here. I believe what did we get Nvidia too? I think I made one more play. Yeah, we made on Nvidia. So Nvidia 178.49, and look at that, we're up on Nvidia. So this average cost thing is really working out, and just sitting on my hands and just letting things be and making my weekly deposits, right? So in the stock market, there are 252 trading days in a year. So I'm explaining to you guys. So if you start out, I'm talking to somebody who wants to become a trader, but in order for you to become a trader, you need to have these few pillars in place. You need to, most importantly, have your investing account in place. And if you don't have that in place, this is the video that you need to watch. These are the things that you need to do. And time needs to go by in order for you, not in order, not necessarily like it has to be done like this, but if you want to stay in the game for longevity, here's one of the ways that you can approach the game, right? So here, my point, point just lost me. Um, we want to keep staying in the game, and we want to keep having these pillars. These pillars, that's what's going to keep us like shaped in the game, is doing these small actions daily, day by day, and not like going off course of our plan, right? Like keeping our plan, no matter what happens. So, um, for those who haven't, for those, this is your first video, please watch the other videos because there are some lessons, there are some things there that I talked about that right now what I'm saying may not make sense to you, but if you watch the previous videos, it will make sense. So thus far, that being in the market, I mean, I've been in the market for a minute, but thus far taking it chill, what I'm noticing is a great pattern, and this is something I always notice. But when it's you're growing your portfolio, it's like, oh my god, this is so sweet because you just like it's just a waiting game, right? So when you're growing the portfolio, and this is a part of the pillars that you need as far as growing to become a trader, you need to have an investment account. You need to have that investment account, and then once you have that investing account, that's going to take time. That's going to take time because just because you have the money to invest, if you're doing this strategy or taking this approach that I'm doing, if I'm doing it $1 per day for 252 trading years, you would have to do it equivalently to whatever your capital is. So if you have, let's just say, $1,000 worth, you have $1,000 ready to invest. I would divide that by 252 days, and that would give you approximately $4. So I would buy fractional shares at $4 a day, and I would move my $1,000 like that. Versus there's people that have $1,000. Sometimes they may be playing options or they're buying 2-3 shares at a time, and that's it. And they're not putting extra money into the account. So these are pillars that needs to be satisfied in order to have that trading account, where that trading account is, again, it is your sixth, seventh, eighth way of making money. Again, there are some traders that trading may be the only thing. But I believe those traders are like, they made a lot of money. And even when you have that lot of money, You have to figure out how can I make this money move. Like, yeah, trading every day sounds great and everything, but when you get to a bigger amount of money and your lifestyle increases with the money that you make, it'll eventually get difficult, right? Like, I would imagine. So why would I not want other ways of stream of income? Especially if I like had a successful year trading, making millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why would I not want to figure out how can I make money outside the charts? So again, make trading, especially when you're starting out, make investing, make this whole process your sixth, seventh, eighth bucket, you know? So that's a little gems from me. Right now, what I'm noticing is the market after like 10 a.m., closer to 10:30, that's when we make the real move because we had like a spike up in the morning. It makes this real move. So I can catch some of these things later today at a discount. I feel like I don't need to really rush it, but because I like to do these videos live with you guys, I'm gonna see how can I explain, or is there a situation, or am I forcing it, or what we're doing here. So I'm just gonna look at the accounts real quick. We have the Russell 240. It's our average cost. We're only in there $2, 255. It's a little point. 255, 250. So I'm putting an alert here. See if we go down to like 254, 254, 254, 253, it's fine. Below, put another one. 250, that goes below. That's fine. It's me. And then cool. So we have those. We have those alerts. I would wait. Today's like we've been kind of steady and creeping up. So I think today's like the first red day, or it's not, the day's not over. So let me not say red day, but at least a red opportunity for the Russell. Google still a little bit high, and I put alerts on Google already. Microsoft, we're already in there for $4. We're at break even. I want to get this thing cheaper if we can. So it's probably send an alert at 70, 75. Put an alert at like 75. No, 75. I want like 70 because this thing moves like $4. So let's say 74. 474. Target price below. And then let me get another one at 470. Below. Boom. Alright. So we got alerts. That's where I kind of want to buy it at if we drop. Next play here. And these are great like things with like Robinhood. Like when I started with Robinhood, some of these features was never there. So it's like Robinhood is just getting better. And when I first started getting into the markets wasn't like the platforms that were available. Oh my god, like E-Trade and Scott Trade and this trade and all that. Them things were like boring as far as to look at. But as far as like a platform, in my opinion, Robinhood for this generation, it's it. Like, and they're steadily growing. So here's another one, Netflix. I already showed you guys Netflix earlier. We're agreed on Netflix. Nvidia, we're agreeing on. Caterpillar's finally taking a little bleed. About time. We need you to give some of this away. 605, 617, or 618. This is 617. 617. All right, let's do 618 just in case. 618 and then 610. Let's just see. If we move down, like, perfect. So we got Caterpillar in there, Dow Jones green, SPY red, Coca-Cola green. SPY. SPY is at a 0.5%. 85, 82. Where's the 70s? 70s is around here. Damn. Let's see, 82. $4 in. I'll probably get in at 82. Probably get in at 82, see what it does. Oh, we're slipping today, so um we're just setting alerts right now. Wow, look at these prices. This is so long, bro. Jeez. Delete. Delete. As far as my trading year for the year, I ended like in October. I did really good trading, like actually trading. And that's why I'm doing this account to show you guys like, yo, trading is not there's so much complexity to trading that we make it more complex than it really is. So it's like if it's already complex, why make it more complex? 682, and then set another alert. Let's do 680. So you have these price alerts. 680. We only have $1 for today to buy. Yeah, we're patient. Um, what would it be? What would say? What would make sense? Nothing would make sense right now. Not yet, at least. I still have to wait. Like the only thing that would make sense is buying like Microsoft. But even then, buying Microsoft 478, 479. I needed it. I need this to get to drop. So even buying here is stupid. So that does me nothing. Um, yeah. I mean, I could buy these dips, but it's like I don't want to hurt my average cost right now, or do I want to wait? Sometimes, who knows? Sometimes we need to, sacrifice a move. We're slipping really fast here. Something's going on. We're slipping really fast. Yeah, we're slipping really fast, ladies and gentlemen. We're not live, but um, we're 18 minutes in. Okay. There's really no move. There is no move for me. I don't want to force anything either. But again, eight. Because we're $4 in the spot, so there's like why more? Um, yeah, just gotta wait, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a dead day. We just gonna burn the day. I have $1 left. I mean, there might be an available play later, but as far as recording this with you guys, there's nothing for me to do today, and that's what sometimes you're gonna have to do is sit on your hand. The opportunity isn't really there to buy. Chill out. Whether I buy, don't buy, it's not gonna change my life. I still need to focus on my other buckets. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave your comments down below on what stocks do you think that I should buy or look into, or why am I buying these stocks, or why am I doing all this? And if you guys aren't following me on my other social medias, Instagram, TikTok, go ahead and follow me on my other accounts. And if I don't mess up and I get everything correct as far as technical difficulties, we should see each other next week, Monday, guys. Have a great weekend and take care.